get picked up and actually play Battle Realms. Seems gotten louder in the past hour. I'll put the fan down so you don't have that coming in. So I'm just gonna redo this because I tried doing it and it fucked up. This is Battle Realms, Winter of the Wolf with the expansion. This game came out in, I don't know, 2002 something. It's quite old. Playing it again because nostalgia, and also because I think it's actually one of the best made RTSs of its time. I think the problem with many RTSs when they were made is that they got overshadowed by other RTSs in the market because of the timing. So StarCraft and Warcraft got all the kind of good things. And this, I mean, it lacks balance. It's not really something you want to play against. Quite a lot of problems with the UI. It's not the best, but it also has very interesting concepts, very good storytelling, I feel, and a lot of choice making that I think gives it good replayability. So in this one, I'm just gonna start off the new game and then do Kenji's Journey, which is the first campaign you get. Greyback's Journey is the second campaign that came out with the expansion, which was released. So, cutscene.
I am Kenji of the Serpent Clan, and my ancestor broke the world. The Horde was destroying everything in its path, so he gathered the clan and fled south, saving what little he could. He didn't know that the Horde would be only the first of many enemies to plague the Serpent Clan. He couldn't know that without the orb's power to guide them, his descendants would be weak and wicked. Did he ever truly have a choice?
Run! Shinja's men are coming!
You're no villager. Kill your share of peasants and I'll find you a place in Shinja's band. Yeah!
I hadn't yet decided what I would do once I had returned, but circumstances had conspired to force a choice upon me. Should I protect these helpless villagers by attacking the bandits, or should I help the bandits keep these peasants in their place? No doubt, my actions here will dictate the future of the land. I always give you this every now and then. It's quite nice. Adds to the storytelling. This is Kenji's basically POV, or whoever is in the mission basically, because you find out at some point you won't have Kenji on certain missions. Someone else be writing it. So for this, you have basically your first choice, and that gives you two campaigns of this. One is where you protect these helpless villagers, and that's the Dragon campaign, and the other one is where you help the bandits keep the peasants in place, and that's the Serpent campaign. So right off the bat, you have two campaigns in this, and that's excluding all the choices you get later on. So
Left-click me to select me.
yes.
After I am selected, right-click on the ground and I will move. Alternatively, right-click on an enemy and I will attack. Left-click something else if you want to deselect me.
It's a very basic RTS kind of controls, as you'd expect. Just gonna make sure we attack these bandits. The bad thing is because you can attack both of them at this point. It's only after you choose one is that they force you. Okay, so this is very well. This is the beginning of something new, something good. I went against my upbringing and attacked the bandits to protect the peasants. I've started something here and I must finish the job. I must kill all attacking bandits and save the village. and not lose my life doing so. So now, you just auto attacks everyone in his range. He has this ability called Critical Strike, where his next damage does double damage. And costs stamina, which is the blue bar. I think I'll explain the other concepts when it comes on the certain next mission. So yeah, saved all the villagers. Oh my god, so many of them alive.
Kenji, we thought you were dead.
It's been a long time, Atomo.
I've waited 7 years to serve you, Lord Oja.
Don't call me that.
Murderer!
He saved our lives.
He killed his own father! Look! It's Kenji!
He doesn't speak for the village. The Serpent's son will take tea in my house.
The bandits work for Shinja?
He rules the provinces to the north, and would rule this one too if he could. He seeks to rebuild the clan, but his methods are questionable.
Shinja served my father loyally for years.
He's tasted power, and won't give it up easily. But Shinja only rules because no one else will stand against the other clans. Wolf and Lotus are tearing what's left of your father's empire apart.
I'm going to need Shinja.
Then you'll have to beat him. Shinja rules 2 provinces from an old serpent fort here, while his hired archers haunt the eastern road, stealing what little remains. Break Shinja's forces, and he'll lose his will to fight. We have no soldiers, but the villagers stand ready to serve. What shall we do?
Alright, so usually I just follow a particular choice, but I think it'll be more fun if I leave it up to a roll of a dice. So I have a d4 in my hand, so I'm just gonna roll that, and then based on that we choose. So it's 1 and 2 would be the first one, 3 and 4 the other one, and I got a 3, so I'm going for the second one. So either way, I'll finish both for this particular one, and you secure the lowlands here.
The bandits must have driven these people out. But look, there's a peasant hut still standing. We should rebuild this village and make it our own.
Shinja's mercenaries again. This rabble should fall easily. If I kill them all, this province will join my cause. If I survive, the clan will grow. Alright, so basic RTS stuff. This is where you start with your base building. So this is your peasant hut, which is the basic building in every faction in this particular thing. And it spawns peasants, and that goes by the small bar at the bottom left. So these guys can build more buildings, and right now you can only build 2, which is your peasant hut, which is your drop-off point for resources. It's a spawn point for peasants. And your second building is a dojo, which is one building we have that produces spearmen. So 2 resources in this game is rice and water. Very Asian game, but so I am just gonna do the laziest thing. Yeah, so the AI just attack you every now and then. It's a good improvement, I think, that the AI used to do this, because they used to have a normal AI which would essentially wait and then send you like an attack wave of like 40 men, which was not ideal. Oh, there's something going on in my house. Here's the next best interesting thing. You don't just spawn them, you send your villagers to train and become spearmen. So, which is a very interesting concept, I think. And it's one of the bigger ones that makes me wanna come back to this game because it's very interesting. That you do that. And of course, I'm done with the big buildings, and I don't need much people here. As you can see, my population's only 20. And as the population grows, this bar grows slower, which is another concept,
Follow the dragon.
basically. So I now have a good party of 5 guys, 6 guys, 7, 8, 9 who can be training up. Because I should have a good party of 17 heroes to not count towards your population, because I suppose they don't eat. Game has good music, game has really good AI. And the game also has one more thing which is very interesting, which is every character has an innate ability. And you will see this slowly as it comes up, but right now for the spearmen, they do bonus damage to mounted units. That's basically it. Which makes sense. So that just involves the damage. The one bad thing about this game is that there's no numbers to this. These numbers you have to know, or you can kind of guess based on how much you've played the game. But there's no sort of numerical thing. So with every RTS, of course, control groups. They have minimum ranges in this for your ranged units. So if you go up to an archer like him, a crossbowman, he has to use it as in melee, which makes it very ineffective. So he doesn't do his full damage, which is bad for him. I'm just gonna let these guys do the other thing, and you can only surround these guys in 4, so you can't like really kill someone. Basic graphics. The water and everything that exists in this game is pretty decent, pretty great actually for its time. And you can hear that sound, you can hear these things coming up. These are young points, and these is bonus points you can piss off. I don't want to chase that. I don't feel like chasing it. Those bonus points you get from combat, and they innately increase the abilities, the damage of your heroes by a small %, or you can use them for upgrades. So I've also realized after consulting my friends that it's the wrong one. It's yin is basically the good side and yang is the bad one. Who would have known? What happens? So this mission is pretty simple. I just have to kill everyone on this map, basically, and then we move on. He wins at this point. See, because of the dragon's health bonus, so he gets this. So useful for him. What I'm doing is I'm clearing the outskirts just to make sure. Okay, I'm just gonna run in. You have this little concept as well. If you run through the trees, it appears on the map to everyone, so everyone can see them coming. But you can also use the trees for cover. Next interesting concept, watchtowers. You have to have units inside them, and each watchtower has a special ability. Which I don't know if these guys will use it. Yeah, it's been on a bad habit of not using it. But I said difficulty. Yeah, it's very hard. They're not using it. I'm just gonna let these guys do what they do. Oh, we lost a man. How quaint. And he falls off, takes some damage, and then we kill him. And that's the base taken care of, basically. One more way we can get is spearmen have more health. And you can see those guys. I think the ping is the same in this, isn't it? No, it's not. I can't ping on a single player map. Small things. I think they're running towards my base. So I hope they are. Making it easy for me to kill them. So the two guys who we saw there. Aha, there we go. They appear on the map. And that should be the end of the map.
That's the last of them.
Strip their corpses.
What?
Would Shinja kill his own men?
No, but
Then fetch their clothes.
Who are those lowlifes?
Looks like the bandits Lord Shinja hired. Let them be. They're a harmless lot.
It's very strange that you could do that. With Shinja's mercenaries out of the way, he has nowhere left to run. If we destroy his keep to the north and defeat him, our hunt will end. He's still loyal to my family, so if I live through this battle, he'll most certainly join us. Now with this map, I actually have a few options. I can just go down here and build my base here. It's pretty good. It's flat land. But I can always do it here. Problem with doing it here is the placement of the buildings are always strange.
Yes.
So, the village is going to be down there and the training area is going to be up here. That's basically how it's going to be. Now, with this mission, the new building we have is the archery range, target range. And we also get our watchtower because of that. So I'm going to put it on the hill.
I follow the dragon.
And you, my friend, can start getting rice.
Yes.
Very dated graphics, but amazing gameplay, as far as I'm concerned. It's the same concepts that apply in every kind of RTS though. You have your rally points, you can
as you will.
have shift commands.
Agreed.
I think you can have shift commands. Yeah. But all normal attacks are attack moves. So that means I'm sorry, I got lost track there. That basically means you're gonna move anywhere and attack someone who comes up to you. It's the only bad thing. And for some reason they're attacking me even though they know I'm like Shinja's mercenaries apparently. Very strange. Kind of way of doing this. Which I think brings us nicely to the next concept. So now my peasants can go here become archers. Right. It's always good.
For the dragon.
Here's the next best thing. There are tiered units in this game. So my spearman could train in this archery range to become a dragon warrior, as you can see there. And that is basically a guy who has a big ass sword, but also he has the ability to do range attacks, and he has a kind of best of both worlds kind of gem. So we're gonna bring these guys up here. We're gonna build ourselves a dojo.
Yes.
So this guy's here. And your archer, your watchtower is useless without someone in it. So you always have to have one unit in there. So if you have a full base, you're always going to be like a few units down because you don't have enough. So what I'm going to do is build 2 dojos. And then I'm going to have this. And then have this. Have this. And squeeze another hut here.
Yes.
Have this. And have this. And this basically fully automates.
Agreed.
I gotta have these guys back here because I keep going so far. I'm gonna have them hold ground actually, I think. So I want 2 more dragon warriors and I want another archer.
I have focus.
Now I just wait for my army to settle down. I won't be doing this for every single mission, but it's just that for these missions it makes more sense for me just to automate my army because only 15 or 20, and I don't need to vary my units for these missions. It's very simple. But as missions go on, you'll find out that it's not that simple. I have to just do with whatever hand I've been dealt. So the only ability of Dragon Warriors, I think, is that... Oh jeez, I've forgotten what it is. I think they have take lesser damage from something.
Over there. Yes.
I forgot what it is. Archers, on the first shot, they lose this tiny bit of stamina, but they do like a 1.25 crit. Right. Alright, cool. To send my first wave. I'm a bit tired. There's a town here. That's where they saw us. I'm just gonna run over there. If you run, you use up stamina. Stamina is basically your mana for this. Here's another interesting thing about these guys. They can set buildings on fire with their ranger tanks. It's very easy to burn down a town. So I want at least 3 before I start doing anything. Fire slowly burns down buildings, as you can see. Another interesting concept. So you want to put out a fire. Basically, you gotta have a peasant bring water to it. Come on, dude. Yes. They're not the best kind of fire starters. Once it gets big enough, I can leave it. See? You want to get water to try to put it out. Putting here this weird minimum range. There we go. Oh my god.
Agreed. Certainly.
So I want to get this upgrade because it's useful. Here's one where everyone can just come along for the party.
Yes.
And size has a meaningful thing. So that run you saw Tomo lost a lot more stamina because he's a larger guy. He's not very fit for long distance running. Alright, so this army is good enough. One archer here. Okay. So these are the Kabukai warriors. And these come from a mix of alchemy and dojo.
Agreed. Over there.
So you'll get them later on.
Over there.
So I'm just gonna walk in. Get that battle gear going. Just gonna get that going. For some reason the sprites aren't loading. I suppose all game. So easy, man. You must play an RTS basically. Once you get the first things. I'd even do the whole get my guys off and make sure it's a bit more stable thing. But this is very standard kind of mission. You can do a speedrun of this if you want, but it's mostly always been a mass up and then go. This is Shinja. Just gotta get him low enough and he'll join us. Like so.
It's over.
Of course.
You know who I am.
Kenji, Serpent's son.
And yet you kept fighting.
Once I knew a scared boy who ran from his accusers, I had to know if he was still that boy. Are you back to rule the Serpent Clan?
Where is the Serpent's Orb?
Going to break the world then?
Show respect.
As you wish, Otomo.
You were charged with protecting the orb. Where is it?
At the Swan's Pool. The old man was more perceptive than we thought. He knew Serpent Home would fall.
Lord Oja would never have given the orb to Geisha.
No, he would have. How has the Swan's Pool survived?
The geisha are still considered untouchable. 7 years in the grave have weakened your father's grip, but the wolf and Lotus still fear his name.
Show me the safest path.
As I serve the father, so I'll serve the son. The Wolf clan has moved in here, driving the original farmers out. The stench of their shanties wafts south when the weather's clear. As in your father's time, the Wolf barbarians are woefully unprepared to face a battle-ready foe. Still, the Wolf are always spoiling for a fight. The Lotus clan's lands are far to the east, but they have built an outpost here. One of their vile wizards has enslaved the local peasants with his dark magics. The villagers know the land well and would be valuable allies. The most direct route leads through the center of Riverside Town. The locals survive by trading with both Lotus and Wolf, so we're sure to be noticed.
Alright, sure. Same thing in this, I suppose. Roll. So 1 and 2 is Wolf, 3 and 4 is Center, and then 5 and 6 is the last one. Alright, so we're going down Center. So actually I hate this one, but might as well. Makes it more interesting, I suppose, for a playthrough.
Going somewhere?
We need to pass through town.
Go if you like, but it's the Lotus clan's day to trade, and they're not too friendly to outsiders. If I were you, I'd come back tomorrow when the Wolf clan's in town.
Who lives on the hill?
Lord Garen.
Ah, General Garen. Is he well?
No one's seen him for months. He speaks through his messenger Vetkin these days.
Where is this Vetkin?
They're skulking about somewhere, no doubt.
The keys to claiming this province are the 2 villages. I expect some kind of encounter in the second, given the guard's warning about the Lotus. And display of power will sway the people here, but I mustn't get careless and die if we're to reclaim the orb from the geisha. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to come back to this later. But basically there's a village here. A village here. And then this is Garen's village. And then there's another enemy who we will find out over here. Actually. It's quite good because this guy's gonna start firing at people who come to get rice here. Level design, right? So yes.